Everyone. Hopefully that all went well, but one way or t'other, we are back with Among the Embers. So, Pharrell, I believe that you are looking at a console.
I was. Found out that the sun symbol is on it. There's a possible damage report, and I can potentially interface with that sun symbol.
Sneezing again.
Mm-mm.
So yes, or would you like to try and get into it?
I would.
Cool. Oh my god, not again.
Gesundheit.
No, that one's not coming, it's just staying in my nose. Ugh, you don't want to do that.
It's because I said Gesundheit.
Damn you. Alright. So yes. Really? What the hell? Okay. Can I have from you an insight engineering check, computer focus with a difficulty of 2?
Okay. I'm going to spend a momentum for 3 dice.
Okay.
Is the complication range messed with at all?
Complication range is 2.
Okay. Inside engineering, computers, complication. I think I get everything. Let's see how this puppy works. Ooh, nice.
Cool. That is 4 successes, which puts you up to 6 momentum. Lovely.
Full Monty.
Well, it's a little exciting trying to work your way through systems in a completely alien and very metaphorical language.
Because I'm insatiably curious.
It definitely helps. But you finally patch through, and you're reasonably sure that you have access to what you think might be tactical systems.
Oh boy.
So,
Nas would love to be here.
oh yeah. All that's left is to activate that subroutine, and then presumably the room will shift.
Varel looks to Ventot. I do believe I have access to the sun symbol. It seems to be connected to their tactical systems. Shall we?
Sounds like a good idea, but let's go stand by the arch, just in case.
Can I access that symbol from the Arch console?
So you're going over to the arch to activate that, and then enter the command there.
Yeah, I was just curious if I can access it there, or does it have to be from this particular console?
Well, I mean, there's a problem with that plan. Where's the arch?
Can we just call upon it?
Sure, you can try.
Computer, Arch.
New response.
Oh no.
Computer, respond.
Computer, doors.
Pharrell swears in Trill.
You got multiple complications. I told you that they'd start hitting you.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna have to use this console right here.
We should probably also assume the safety protocols are now off.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
I'd rather say it before we find out it firsthand.
I know.
Well, we got nothing to do. Just press the dang button.
Alright, here goes.
Oh,
I'm not sure what this is supposed to mean for us.
well, that's exciting.
Oh boy.
Alright, so the room fades, reconfigures, and you're in what appears to be a meditation chamber. There's a wide window looking out into space, and a couple of slightly raised areas looking out with a grand, almost grotesque sun symbol emblazoned on the ground in front of them.
Interesting. What's out the window? Is it just space, or is it overlooking like the planet or the Nightingale?
At a guess, it's the view from the nose of the eternal sun.
So it's either looking inward at the planet or outward at space.
It's sort of half and half. You can see the planets.
Oh, okay.
You can see the Nightingale off to one side.
Just from this vantage point, so how does the Nightingale look? Is there anything happening with it that we can determine from here? Given that I'm assuming it's that deflector pulse is probably starting to take its toll on the ship.
I mean, from here, you can't really tell much. You can recognize the Nightingale, and you can see the energy stream coming out from it, but there's not much else going on. But you might be able to tell more if you go to those raised platforms.
Yeah. Well, now I know how it feels to be on the receiving end of my work. Let's check out this. Go ahead.
Vintot looks around and goes, okay, where do we go from here? I don't see any console paintings around here anymore.
They could be oriented differently in this room. Let's check out those elevated platforms.
Okay.
As you step onto them, they light up, but nothing else happens.
Pharrell almost takes a stutter step back. Whoa.
Ventot stomps on it.
Pharrell just takes tentative steps forward to see what happens.
Nope. There does seem to be a lot of emphasis on that sun symbol. And you might possibly be able to get a translation on that from your tricorder.
Pharrell kneels down and works his tricorder.
You're kneeling on the raised platform.
Yeah.
Immediately, an energy grid flares up around you to form a console.
Well, I seem to be finding all the consoles here.
It also produces an overlay which you can see over the window ahead of you. And the Well, you don't. Again, you don't really need to understand the language to know that the symbols flaring up around the nightingale are error.
Well, this seems to be some sort of operations area, or merely just a operations console.
Could this be their bridge?
It could very well be, but shouldn't we be seeing some crusaders here?
Fintok,
That's a good question. Yes.
you are observing as Pharrell examines this new console when you suddenly hear an unpleasant crackling noise from behind you.
Oh, great. He kind of stops for a second and kind of slowly starts turning around.
Pharrell looks up. What is it, Vintot?
I heard something, and I'm still slowly turning because obviously there's something behind me.
You're pretty sure that those three figures were not there before. They almost look like statues with elaborate masks.
Pharrell stands straight up and just cautiously scrutinizes those figures.
These are not crusaders. They're almost like humanoids wearing masks.
They look like constructs of some kind.
Well, don't forget, the Crusaders are kind of humanoid with their armor on and all that.
These kind of look like statues you might find in a temple, complete with the really elaborate masks, ornamental weapons, all that sort of thing.
Are they showing any signs of movement?
Yes. They don't move for a moment, and then as you observe them closer, they suddenly blink, and then move, and then they're closer to you.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I think Vintot's going to try and go diplomatic here and go, hello.
Pharrell steps next to Vintot.
Intruder detected.
Please tell me we have phasers.
I don't know, do you?
We're on our ship in our own holodeck. I don't think we thought about bringing phasers.
Fine, not.
Tell you what, I will give you a little leeway here. You knew you were about to interact with possibly dangerous alien technology. I think that having phasers would probably have been the smart thing to do.
Mm.
I am not quite cruel enough to make you fight three ice constructs unarmed. So,
Well, that answers the question if they're aware of us.
it does, doesn't it?
Well, only that their computer is aware of us, I guess.
Alright, so
This could be their form of anti-malware.
that's pretty much exactly what it is, as an out-of-character note. So yes, you have phasers. Therefore, one of you gets to go first.
There's no talking out of this, huh?
Well, so far
you're a hostile virus in its computer system.
Okay. Well, obviously, when they first says intruders, I think we should immediately duck for cover. If there's any place we can cover behind.
Not really. There's not a great deal of cover in this place.
Yeah.
You can certainly back up, because those swords look pretty mean.
Pharrell moves back while at the same time bars an arm out and helps push Vintot back.
Alright,
And so now, and we're saying we came in with phasers now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course we both draw, I guess.
Alright, I'm going to... We're in combat now, so need you guys to take it in turns. Who's going first?
I will.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, I closed my
Do we get special music for this?
That's a good point. We're still on the interlude music. Alrighty. So, Vintot, what is your move?
1 second, sorry. Okay. They're all equally menacing, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
And there's no sign of that one of them is a leader.
Mm-mm.
They're all carrying like glaives or halberds.
Swords.
Swords, okay.
Well, I choose the one in the center and fire phaser.
Alrighty. You have a few options here. You can back up to try and prevent them from getting into range of you, or you could aim, or you could charge your phaser to get special effects. Or you could do more than one of these things, but it'll cost you momentum.
I'll charge.
Alright, charging your phaser. Go ahead and roll it then. Control security.
Oh, joy.
This is a difficulty of 2.
Okay. I'm already taking a momentum for aiming. Can I take another for a third die?
You should not be taking a momentum for aiming.
I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong section. Weapons. Sorry.
Because charging is just one action, and if you want to do another action with that, that's when you take another momentum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the weapons, phase type 2 phaser. I'm charging it. 3. It's 3, right?
So you're getting taking the extra dice?
For charge. I'm sorry. Am I rolling a task roll or is it a weapons roll?
You need the task roll to work out whether you hit first.
Okay, task roll. I got confused there. I'm sorry. So yes,
Okay.
I will take the extra momentum for another dice.
Okay.
Complication range is 1. So 3 die. Complication 1. Range 1.
Complication range is 2 here, actually.
2. Okay.
Alright, that's still a hit. Okay, that goes...
And it's not an engineering roll, so I can't use cautious.
Right not. That does hit. Type 2 phaser. Yep, go ahead and roll your damage. What mode do you want to set this on? Area, piercing, or vicious?
Let's do area.
Okay.
Okay. So I need to change the quality to area on my...
Don't bother changing anything. I'll take it as red.
Okay. Okay, so type 2 phaser. Weapon damage is 3.
Yep, just press the button. Oh, everything's set there. Okay, cool. That is
Ooh.
total of 4 damage. Let me just double check the stats on area. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so that is 4 damage to all of them.
Not bad.
If you want, it'll be costly. You can spend 3 momentum to boost the damage on all 3 to just take them out without shock.
You want to do that, Var?
That sounds like a good idea to me, but we really want to go down to momentum for that.
I mean, I don't think I have an objection.
Let's do it then.
Okie dokie. Congratulations. You've ended the combat in the first round. But you can bet there's probably going to be more of them coming.
Most likely.
So.
Oh, they weren't nearly so tough.
Yeah, well, they're just
Maybe they're just taken by surprise by us or something.
It's antivirus software. It's not exactly elite stuff. It's powers and numbers. It'll just keep coming.
Fair enough.
And I imagine they're facing some penalties thanks to my deflector pulse.
Yeah, that's why I keep rolling for the Eternal Sum to see whether stuff actually shows up.
Ah.
I just got a good roll earlier, so
Hmm.
I threw a bunch of things at you. Alright, you have some breathing room. And a console to check out.
Alright.
I'll keep an eye out for them.
Yes, I was going to say that.
You start checking consoles.
I was thinking the same thing. Nice shot, by the way.
It's luck. It's like a roll of a dice.
Fourth wall break. Anyway, Pharrell goes back to the console he was originally at.
Alrighty.
And Todd does really try to keep his head on a swivel, since he doesn't know where they could possibly materialize.
Something has changed when you kneel down at the console again. There seems to be a lot of commands which are no longer accessible. They're trying to lock you down.
Shit. We have to work fast here. They're trying to lock us out. Is there any way I can hack into it with my tricorder?
That will be a daring engineering roll. Do you get your computer focus? You're dealing with a...
Alien console.
Yes. It's going to be a difficulty of 3. Complication 2.
I'm kind of curious if I should... Oh, go ahead.
Something fun for you.
Oh boy.
You have testing the theory because you've worked with this computer system several times now. So enjoy your extra dice.
Oh, yes. I was about to debate to myself if I should use my determination of an insatiable curiosity here, but I'm not sure now. Do you have any input on about that, Lazu?
You may want to hold on to that.
I thought so. Okay.
I mean, spoiler alert, you've got 2 more rooms to go through.
Fair point. Well, that's hardly a spoiler alert. It's more like, be advised.
Yes, well.
Okay. I got 3 dice, thanks to my testing of theory. Complication 2, difficulty 2. Nope, I'm not gonna take a momentum this time. Oh, God!
Oh dear.
Again, with these crits, you gotta stop with these crits, man.
I rolled a 20!
That wasn't even extended crit range. That was just... The dice hate you.
Well, that's the first time I've rolled something like this. Exactly.
Well,
I've never gotten 2 complication rolls before.
Well, you've had one, and Ventot's had one, and Ten's had one, so... It's just going around, apparently.
Yeah.
You're next, Dick!
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Alrighty. Well,
Give it to me straight. How bad is it?
Ventot, you get crackling.
Oh joy, I might as well going to be punished.
Four more constructs have just materialized.
Where are they?
Other side of the room. You've got a little time,
Okay.
but yeah, for all you're gonna need to roll that again.
Daring engineering?
But we're now back in combat, so Ventot, you go first because you are on Overwatch.
Yep. Alright. Thinking all the information is the same as last time. Except I don't want to use momentum, unfortunately. God, I don't want to. Did I fire? Oh.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I was making sure everything else was the same. I'm changing my task roll too.
Yep,
Oh!
that's a hit. That's a complication.
So what, that was a hit but I didn't do anything?
Oh no, it's
Or does his phaser, like, kind of sputter?
no, it hits. Everything's fine. I'm eating all of the complications for threat at the moment.
Okay.
Because they get basically behind the scenes. Every time you get a complication, it's feeding into getting you more antivirus thrown at you.
Well, that makes sense.
So, yes, Pintot, go ahead and roll your damage.
Ooh.
That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. 2 extra hits. Alright, that's 3 of them down.
Wow, you're getting pretty good with that phaser.
Well, I imagine that these things aren't very powerful. They're probably built for quantity over quality.
Pretty much.
Still, though.
Alright. That would be the ice's turn. That is going to charge forwards. And Ventot. You are now engaged in melee combat.
Oh, lovely.
Is there a sword lying around from those from the previous group?
No, they just flicker out of existence.
Oh.
Alrighty. Can I get... Okay. Right, Ventos. You are rolling daring security to counter.
Complication range still 2?
Complication range 1 for this.
I
Stalemate.
Yes, but attackers win ties, unfortunately.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty, the sword isn't nearly as dangerous as you feel like a sword should be, but it still hurts. It doesn't so much cut you as it zaps you.
Zap?
Yeah. It's basically like
Try to make a noise for that? Okay. And holds his... Where did it touch me at?
oh, I did.
Nice.
That hits your arm, and you take 2 stress damage. Alrighty, Pharrell. You can turn around and help Ventos, or you can make that roll again.
I think I'll make that roll again.
Alrighty.
Good idea.
Daring engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still get my testing a theory talent?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So
This time, I'm gonna take a momentum. Whoa. You know what? No, I won't take that momentum. I will take a threat. I'll spend threat.
Ew. Living dangerously.
I like to live on the edge.
question, on the arm that was hit, was it the arm holding the phaser or the other arm?
Other arm.
Okay. So now we have Ventot. He's kind of standing there holding his arm, but still trying to keep the phaser pointed at the remaining enemy.
Well, remember, you're in melee combat now, so I don't think the phaser's gonna do much.
Yeah, you'll need to break out of melee.
Okay.
And is my complication range still at 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got 4 dice right now. Okay. My computer's focus still applies.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's see how this goes. Ooh!
Nice. Gets you a momentum back.
You're welcome, Var.
Alright, everything... You can hear more crackling behind you, which suggests that more of these things are about to spawn in. But your fingers fly over the alien commands until you're pretty sure you've unlocked a new subroutine. And you're pretty sure that if you access it, then you might lose the antivirus, at least temporarily. That's got to be better than the alternative.
lose the antivirus, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna activate it.
Alrighty then. Everything fades. And then you're in what appears to be an auditorium. Standing in the standing among seats looking down at a stage. Welcome
What
to
in
the
the...
temple.
So now I'm not fighting anybody anymore. This guy's gone, right?
Yep. All the antivirus is gone.
For now.
Vintat is like sits down on the ground from holding his arm and going, "What just happened?"
I would say you got zapped.
Not that. I mean, why did the room change?
Oh, that. Sorry. Well, anyway, I was able to hack into the console and activate a subroutine to change our location. Was I able to determine what subroutine I activated?
Yes, you are now in the temple.
You know what? I actually thought you were going to say that.
Now here's the next question. Oh wait, I was zapped, so I wouldn't be bleeding. Never mind.
Nope. At least, not that we know of.
Nah,
He's probably got a nice little burn mark on his arm, but not necessarily bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
He gets up and goes, "Okay, I'm almost ready to be done with this. What can we find out about this room?"
Well, it's an auditorium. I'm gonna say... scratch that a little bit. The subroutine that I activated was temple, so... maybe we should find some kind of, like, altar here on the stage or something.
There is a balcony in front of you, which seems conveniently placed.
It's not an altar, but I'm going to count that as a console location. Fro starts making his way to that balcony.
Vintat, still holding his arm, follows.
Let's see.
He looks back as he's about to step onto the balcony. You still have function of that arm?
I think I can manage. It just
Okay.
stings like hell right now.
I bet. It sounded like it.
Well, controls flicker up as you approach the balcony. You're beginning to get the hang of this language. I mean, you still need to refer to the tricorder to actually translate the symbols, but you're getting the syntax. It's not the easiest thing, but...
Hoshisada would be proud of me.
Yes, well. This looks like it might be a communication center.
So it seems to be a comm panel. I wonder if I can contact the Nightingale about this.
Have you guys actually tried your comm badges?
I don't think we have.
Pharrell just assumed that there was some kind of like interference or something as part of our additional complication.
Well,
You know what they say about assumptions.
well, before we try that, let's try this first. Vintat to the bridge.
Well, that doesn't fact go through.
It does?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is the bridge. What's your status, Mr. Ventot?
Well, first of all, I wasn't expecting a response, but we are working through specialized rooms from what information we've gathered, and been in combat for a little bit too. We're actually in what we think is a communications room,
Yes, we seem to have tripped some antivirus protocols within the Eternal Sun.
Essentially, we're inside visual representations of their computer, we think.
Yes. What's the status of the Nightingale? I caught a glimpse of it in one of the rooms. I saw that our deflector pulse is still activated.
Nightingale's power reserves are definitely draining. And, yeah, a few more systems have been transformed.
We are still seeing power loss, and we are still having sections of the ship transform. Need you two to figure out what's going on and stop it as soon as possible.
That's exactly what we're doing, Captain. I'm trying. As Vintod said, we've came across a sort of auditorium temple. We'll keep you apprised.
Voice slightly
Very
strained. Good. Yeah, we'll keep you apprised, Captain.
Well, nice to know our comm badges still work.
Yep. So obviously, not trying to contact our ship from here is probably not something we need to worry about.
Good thing too. I probably would have alerted more Crusade to our presence.
Yeah. But do we see anything here that can get us into that final room, which is probably where we need to be to fix this?
Before I do that, I'm curious if I can determine what's going down on the planet's surface.
There are steadily sprawling symbols, which suggest active communications. There are a few which are going down to the surface, but then you see a much bigger one, which looks like it's a subspace link. The Eternal Sun is communicating with someone somewhere else in the sector.
Through subspace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Well,
Can we tap into that?
Mm-hmm. That's the question.
Found some sort of subspace communication link from the Eternal Sun to somewhere in their system. I'm gonna try and tap into that.
Let's try to do it without alerting them if we can. If we can't, we at least see if we can get an idea where it's going to.
Yeah, indeed. I'm getting the plus side is I'm getting better. I'm getting better at interfacing with these consoles, so I should have a little bit more easier time now.
Yeah.
Ooh, lucky. I'm going to need an insight engineering check with a difficulty of 3.
Complication still at 2?
Mm-hmm. Just about everything you do in here is complication 2.
Alright. I still get my testing a theory talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Computer focus on. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna take a momentum again. 4 dice. Oh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
We'll get your momentum back. And there's more threat, which is fun. You are able to intercept the last part of the transmission. it appears to be just a stream of information supposed to be people talking. But there is one particular sentence which is fully intact and which you have a feeling is important. The sun will rise. And the last symbol means nothing to you. You suspect that it represents a system or a location of some kind. But you don't know how these guys identify systems.
Well then. I was able to intercept the last portion of this transmission, but... but it's not entirely clear. It says the sun will rise. Pharrell looks at Vintod as he says that.
I don't know what that could mean. Now, can we completely disable their communications while we're here?
Indeed.
So they can't communicate with anybody, and they can't communicate with the ground forces. That might give Nas a little bit of an edge down there.
I was starting to think the same thing. Oh no.
That would be 5 security, 5 antiviral systems which just spawned in.
We got company again.
Where do they come in at? On the balcony behind us, on the stage in front of us, or what?
Balcony behind you. They seem to enter at the same point where you enter.
Okay. And we're in an auditorium, so there's kind of place where we could duck behind.
Well, you can.
There is some, yes, but these guys don't seem to have ranged attacks.
Oh, that's right. So we're in combat again?
Mm-hmm. So, Vendot, you want to...
Fire phaser again. How many are there?
5.
Area phaser attacks seem to be pretty effective, so I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, you're kind of good. You're kind of good with that right now.
Oh, I might need to roll out again. I didn't change my...
That's still a hit.
Yeah, I say go with it.
Works for me.
Let's see. Plus 11. And a 4. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Ready for weapons?
Ooh.
Alrighty. So the phaser shot disintegrates the first one, but the remainder managed to duck away from the area blast.
They've adopted.
They're learning. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Alright, you can keep the initiative or pass it to them.
So if I keep the initiative, I gotta spend a momentum, right?
Cost 2 momentum, and then Pharrell gets to take a turn.
I will say let Pharrell go.
Alrighty?
So we are spending 2 momentum for me to go.
Sounds like it.
Well,
Okay.
I thought initiative was for me to stay. Like you can go again.
You can spend 2 momentum for you to take another turn. Say penalty, or you can spend 2 momentum to allow someone else to take a turn instead of flipping over to the other side.
Okay.
Or you can spend nothing and the other side gets to take a go.
Okay, we're good. We can go. We can do that.
Okay.
Let them go, or let one of us to go?
You go.
Okay.
I don't want to press my luck.
Seems out we still got 4 more to contend with. I think Pharrell's going to turn his attention to helping Vintot to take care of them.
Alrighty. It is a controlled security check with a difficulty of 2.
Alright. And does my complication range change to any? Seems how I'm going. I'm entering into combat with Vintot.
No, it's still 2.
Okay. Focus, no. You said control security, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Ah.
Nope, just wings past them.
Well, at least there's no complication.
Alrighty, now they get a bunch of turns.
Oh, lovely. At least it's 4 turns and not 5.
Could in fact be worse.
Oh god, I had to say that.
Alright, so, Ventox. You got 1 going for you. Direct security.
Great.
Alright. That is a complication, but you do beat him, so you actually win that. Which means you can knock him away, so you can shoot him next turn.
So, success at a cost.
Kind of. Or alternatively, you can try to smack him with a pistol weapon with a phaser and do damage. That is an option.
Knowing what they are, I don't know if that pistol whip will actually do very much good, so I'll just knock him back so I can shoot him next round.
Alrighty. Next one is also going for you.
Oh boy.
Probably because I'm the main threat.
He completely misses.
I didn't really need to roll anything, but...
Well, you did. So you succeed, so you can knock him back as well. Alright, Pharrell. You have friends now.
Why now?
There's 1 going for you. So this is a daring security check. And basically you need to beat 1.
Okay. Single focus. Yeah. Okay, it's a tie.
Attackers win ties. Alright. Alright.
Do I get zapped now?
You do get zapped. That is 3 damage. And you are knocked down unless you spend a momentum.
I think I'll spend a momentum. Or can I spend threat?
You can spend threat if you want.
Okay, I'll spend threat. I want to keep that 1 momentum just in case.
Okie dokie. And last one.
So what does that did that zap do to me?
You take 3 damage, so that's you subtract 3 stress off.
Rather, I should have asked, where does it zap me?
Oh, that's probably like it stabbed you in the chest and knocked you back a bit.
Ooh.
bear in mind that, mechanically speaking, in this game, stress doesn't do much. Stress only matters when you don't have any left, or if you take 5 or more damage in one hit.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, it could literally just be, I'm getting tired of dodging.
I just ask because I just want a good visualization.
Sure. Alright, the last guy fails, but you still get to roll against him.
Alright. Oh!
That's unfortunate. You still beat him.
At a cost, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And yes, you can knock him back, or you can do damage.
What kind of damage could I do besides the pistol whip? Or is that it?
That's it, which is basically your unarmed strike.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Vintar right there. I don't think the pistol whip's going to do much to them, so I'm just going to shove them back.
Yeah, you need a bit more investment in security to make an unarmed strike really go well. Like
Pharrell rubs his chest. Oh, God. That one's going to hurt in the morning.
Not
Alright,
very pleasant, is it?
That is.
Oh, you got zapped in the arm.
So 3 of them are staggered back, and 1 of them is locked in combat with Pharrell. Vintot, your turn.
Can I try? I'm going to continue with an area of fire. Do I have the ability to hit the 3 that have been knocked back?
That is certainly possible.
Alright. Everything's still the same?
Mm-hmm.
Please, God, don't let me die.
Ooh.
That's it. Go ahead and roll the damage. Alrighty. What I'd probably suggest you do there is spend a momentum to re-roll the 2 dice. Because you've got 2 there which didn't do anything. Which could well fairly easily give you the kill on the entire group.
The entire group, or just the 3 that staggered back?
Technically that could hit the 1 in combat with you as well. If you roll well enough.
I'd say go for it, Var.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and roll it.
I knew that 1 momentum would come in handy.
Alright.
Am I rolling 2 or just 3?
I roll it for you just because
Oh.
it's rerolls with combat get a little weird. But
Gotcha.
that puts you up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 extras. Yeah, that takes out the 3. The 1 in combat with Pharrell is still there. Alright. Speaking of that one.
He's gonna try to take another shot at me.
Yes, he is.
It's been a lot of 0s and 1s for these combat rolls.
I mean, that's actually average for these guys.
Yeah, fair enough.
The dice aren't that great. There's effectively a 50-50 chance of getting a success on each dice. So 1 success, 1 failure is pretty accurate.
Okay. Let's see if I can beat his ass. Another tie.
Alrighty. You get zapped again.
Ugh.
For 4 damage this time. And again, you have to spend threat or momentum to stay up. Not that you can spend momentum, so...
I'll spend threat to stay up.
Okay.
And
And
where
now
does this guy zap me now?
This would be your arm.
Ow.
Alright.
Pharrell just kind of staggers back. Ventot, I can use some assistance here.
It is now your turn.
All right, and now we don't have a need for an area attack, so there's only one left. So let's charge.
Okay, it's Pharrell's turn.
Oh, it's still Pharrell's turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You haven't gone yet this round.
Oh. What could I do, honestly? I think he's too close for me to shoot him.
Yes. Your best option here is to go for a melee attack and basically shove him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You actually have exactly the same stats for melee combat. It's kind of funny.
Say what now?
You have identical stats for melee combat.
With the Crusader?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. No wonder I'm tying with them.
Alright. So yes. It's a difficulty of 1, but it comes down to whoever gets more successes, basically. But you're on the attack, and remember that attack is with ties, so that'll help you.
Alright, do I need a roll to push him back, or...?
Yes, it's a melee attack, so daring security again. Ooh.
Oh, come on!
So it ties, but you do still win, so you can knock him back.
Pharrell shoves him back as he... when he calls out to Ventot.
Now is it my turn?
Oh, actually, Pharrell, roll your unarmed strike dice.
I was kind of wondering about that.
I just realized there's a bit that I missed. It hasn't mattered so far, though.
I just keep the number at 1.
Yeah. Hey, cool. You knock him down. Alright. Back to the top. So, Ventot or Pharrell, that is your go.
I'm letting Ventot go. Because I imagine oh, hang on. That's... Oh, you adjusted my stress. Never mind.
Yep.
Because I forgot to do that.
Not to worry. So yes, Ventot, you going to shoot him? Okay. Sounds good. Control security.
Because I imagine that Pharrell's kind of unsteady after being zapped a couple of times.
It's not particularly fun.
Especially with one being in the chest.
Mm-hmm. That is a miss. Alright, I was thinking this. Hold on, let me check the rules for TSD. I'm just looking at something quickly, sorry. Oh, okay, interesting. Melee and ranged attacks at close range, which you are, gain 2 bonus momentum against the character. So basically, you have 2 additional momentum that you can throw into this for extra dice and whatnot. So I will allow you to spend one just to get an extra dice, and just roll that straight away.
Who are you directing that to?
Also, you aimed. You get to re-roll a dice anyway. Pretty sure. Yeah, you can re-roll a single d20 made on attack when you aim. So
Reroll that 0.
yep. Fins up.
Bar?
Oh, there.
Oh dear.
Wait.
Oh, as far as microphone blink.
Yeah. Bar, can you hear us?
There you are.
Are you away from your mic?
Ooh.
Are you away from your mic? Oh. Lazarus said
Okay.
you can. Lazarus said you can re-roll that 0 because
Because
you
you
aimed.
aimed. Yes.
And just 1 die this time.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Ooh.
Alright, go ahead and roll your damage. Uh, 3. There we go. Alrighty, that is 3 damage. Because the guy's prone, you have 2 bonus momentum you can spend on stuff. So you can spend 1 to reroll those 2 other dice, and then 1 for whatever else. Alrighty. And yeah, there you go. He's dead. He flickers out of existence. Nice. Okay.
Frau looks at Ventot. Thank you. Oh, yes. Let's. But we still got 1 more room.
Alrighty. You're gonna try and disable the comms, or just move on?
No, because I chose to turn and help you fight with you. Well, we are in a temple. Alright. Pharrell heads back to the balcony console and works his magic.
Yep. This is going to be a...
Inside engineering?
I don't think it will, actually. Because this is sabotage, specifically.
Ah, right.
This is gonna... it's not a terrible idea, but at the same time, Pharrell's getting the bonus dice for working with computers.
Yeah, testing a theory.
Yeah, this is going to be daring engineering. And you're looking at a difficulty of... This is going to be a difficulty of 3, yeah.
Okay. Difficulty 3. You know what? I'm going to spend threat to get a 4th die.
Alrighty.
Okay. Computer's focus. Will my computer's focus still apply?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Boom.
Nice. Alrighty. You keep tapping away until you set up what you hope is a cascade failure in the entire comm system. As symbols start flickering out, you note that you've unlocked access to the road.
The road home.
Hopefully.
Alright. Comms are disabled, and I have access to our final room, the road.
Let's
And
really
I'm
hope
gonna-
that's not going to be... I hope that's a metaphor and not an actual road we gotta walk down.
Let's hope they're not. Well, I doubt these guys took their lessons from the Q Continuum.
As you activate the symbol, the room flickers, reconfigures, and you seem to be in a library. It's kind of a weird library. Yeah, I'm going to turn off the
Combat music.
music. Try something a bit more chill.
Fitting.
You know what? That's too intense.
No.
Let's try this one. I actually got this one specifically for this area and haven't used it yet.
Huh.
So yes, it's a library, except that the books seem to be stone tablets.
Huh.
Must have been something wrong in that translation. This is definitely not a road. Unless it's using the metaphor of the road to knowledge.
Well, or like you said back in engineering, these symbols kind of cryptic.
So I guess we start looking around these bookshelves. Is there anything that kind of stands out in the room besides the fact that the bookshelves are filled with stone tablets?
I'm gonna run a scan and see if I can pinpoint which tablet might be our tablet.
Well, the tricorder isn't an enormous amount of help. I'll tell you that right now. The tricorder is having difficulty working out whether any of this is real or not, is part of the problem. It's great at translating the symbols, but...
Right. Well,
However,
never mind.
as you look through, you do find something which looks like it might be related to astrophysics. There's a lot of constellations being showed here. And there's a particularly large stone tablet set in pride of place.
Large stone tablet, what?
Set in pride of place in one of the walls.
Yeah. Seems to be a astrophysical tablet. He says as he scrutinizes it.
Any controls pop up on it like the other stuff did?
Now, as you reach out to check it, it reconfigures, much like the stuff in the first room, and becomes a lot less symbolic and turns into something which you actually recognize very well, Pharrell. It's a map of the quadrant. A lot of it is just stars, but there are certain things which are definitely labeled, clearly points of interest. And as you look through it, you suddenly recognize one of the symbols. It's the one from the transmission.
Which was that sun symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a star chart of the Alpha Quadrant. The symbol right here. It's the same one that I intercepted in that transmission.
If I could have a reason science check, difficulty 1 from you. Difficulty 1, complication range 1 for once.
Okay.
With your astrophysics talent. You look this over and turn your head slightly, just trying to remember your star charts. You know what that system is. That's Beta Lankal. That's in Klingon space.
Oh, I just found it on the map.
Mm-hmm.
This is that sun symbol. It's on Beta Lankal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
What'd you find?
Something that just escalates this whole conflict. At least that's my worst case scenario.
Rubs his head and goes, "Oh, wonderful."
You see where the symbol is, Vintar?
Yeah, that's it.
That symbol is placed directly where Beta Lankal is.
Okay.
Beta Lankal is within the Klingon Empire.
Oh, wonderful. Do we think it's another ship?
No telling, but from what I was able to gather from that transmission, I would say it probably is them bringing in more ships.
What was said in that transmission again?
The sun will rise.
Sun will rise.
As you check your tricorder, it's apparently been working overtime to try and work out the... So these aren't the same symbols, they've evolved. These are clearly from probably later, maybe earlier, but probably later than the probe. And it offers you an alternate translation.
An altered translation of what?
Of the message which you intercepted.
Ah. Hang on. I set my tricorder to analyze the transmission. It's giving me something else now.
Once you add in the symbol for Beta Lankal, Masaka will awaken in Beta Lankal.
Okay. Now it reads, Masaka will awaken at... So I'm fairly certain this is definitely not good.
Well, one thing at a time here. Anything about how we can get our ship turned back to normal?
As you explore the library further, you notice that there's a bookshelf which appears to be tilted. And when you look closer, you realize there's a hole in the wall with books falling through it.
Books or tablets?
Tablets, sorry.
You're fine.
If this is the computer core, and there's stuff falling through a hole,
Could mean that there's a breach of some sort.
possibly to a Federation starship.
This may be our ticket out of here, Vintot.
What do you see?
See the tilted bookcase and the hole in the wall?
Yeah?
My best guess is that this whole room is a presentation of the ship computer core. And that hole was likely caused by us.
Do you think maybe if we repair the hole, it'll solve our problems?
I do not know. Our problem started when I activated that deflector pulse. So if we could somehow cut the feedback loop, either from here or the Nightingale, we should be fine. In some fashion.
Anything around here that can help us do that?
Looking.
Well, there's nothing immediately obvious to you. But as you approach that particular hole and start investigating the glitching control panels there, it looks like you might be able to effectively reroute things to avoid the hole, and then the system should be able to heal itself if this is anything like a Federation computer system.
It's a big if.
It's a very big if, but...
So, if we did this reroute, would it fix the problem? Would all the items that have been changed on the Nightingale be returned back?
Certainly how it works on the Enterprise.
We got some consoles around this breach to work with, so if you and I work together, we could reroute the Eternal Sun's power, the Eternal Sun's power, and it could avoid this hole, which also could end the feedback loop. I had a word. That's affecting the Nightingale.
Dampening?
What was that?
Dampening? Is that the word you're looking for? Dampening field?
No, that wasn't the word I was looking for. But it doesn't matter now. I got my statement across anyway.
Alrighty then. That is going to be daring engineering, assisted by troubleshooting for Vintot. And for Rel, you're looking at I think let's go with reason engineering. Actually, no, let's go reason science with your computer's focus.
Alrighty.
I'd possibly suggest letting Pharrell take the lead because you've still got testing a theory, but that is up to you guys. You're looking at a difficulty of, once again, 3.
Complication is back to 2?
Complication's 1, actually.
Okay.
Do you want the assist?
I was about to ask you what you thought.
I'd say assist when I can assist. Wouldn't be
Assist's okay.
harmful.
Alright, we'll do that.
So what do I need to set on mine for an assist?
Yours was daring engineering, I believe.
That's correct.
With your troubleshooting focus or whatever
Yeah.
it is, in effect.
And I still do a task roll too?
Task roll of 1 if you're assisting.
1 if I'm assisting. Alright.
Okay.
Waiting for him to roll.
Oh!
Okay. And
You said a complication range was 2, right?
1.
Oh, 1? Okay, I was right. I thought we were. Okay. Rolling.
Ooh!
Alrighty. Then start pulling it out. Alright. So, you hardly work, and the hole slowly shrinks. And then, very suddenly, the holodeck turns off.
Well,
You have been
Oh.
kicked out of the system.
We've been kicked out.
The feedback loop has ended.
holodeck
from-
1 to... Oh,
So from your
Holodeck-
perspective, Captain, the deflector pulse has just terminated, and all of the foreign symbols scrolling across all of the consoles have gone away. Nightingale seems to be back in good operation.
holodeck 1 to...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Holodeck 1 to bridge.
Bridge here. Whatever you gentlemen did is working.
Good. We repaired a breach in their computer core that was caused by us. So that's from the sound of things. It ended the feedback loop that was piggybacking the pulse.
Did you all learn anything while you were in their system?
Afraid so, Captain. They plan on making an incursion in the Klingon Empire.
Do we have anything more specific?
Beta Lencal. That's where they're gonna make their incursion.
I'm not sure that means they're going to attack the Empire. It means that might be where they're coming out of their dimensional portal or whatever.
I did say incursion.
You said incursion, but I didn't. To me, it sounded like incursion against the Klingons, but that's just my brain processing, I guess.
Well, if they're doing it in the Klingon Empire, to the Klingons, that's gonna be a hostile act to them.
Good point.
Do we have any further data, numbers, time period?
I don't know. Was I able to pick up that, Lazu?
The transmission that you intercepted seemed like an order. So the answer is probably imminently.
From the nature of the communication that I intercepted, it sounds like it's going to be imminent.
And on that bombshell, we shall call it.
Mm-hmm.
Since we have run on a little bit. Apologies once again, everyone, for the long gap in the middle. I'd kind of hoped to wrap this episode up this week, but that just wasn't going to happen. So next week, we will be dealing with Once and For All. Deck, I may pull you aside to just run through the ground stuff.
Okay.
Since it's just you in there. So we can talk about possibly doing that, and then next week we can wrap things up with your channel, son. We'll see.
Maybe you guys can do a
Either
write-up
way.
for the site, like a post for
Yeah.
the site, kind of like our PR on the side.
But yes, otherwise, I hope that everyone is still enjoying things.
I didn't get transformed into anything. I'm happy.
This is a good thing. It's been a lot of spotlighting on individual people as opposed to getting the entire crew on stuff, which I'm not super happy with, but hopefully that should be less of a problem in future. It's just kind of the way that this particular mission has gone.
And thanks to what you had to deal with in real life.
Yeah. Yes, like I said, hopefully everyone is still having fun, and
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Oh, yes.
we will
Of course. We'll probably end up where one more thing to add before we close out is Vintot looks at 4L saying, perhaps maybe we should take a trip to sickbay.
Oh, that's right. What is our injuries are still present, or?
I mean, yeah, there's the safeties were off. That was one of the complications.
Yeah.
So we probably got third-degree burns. We were hit. They probably need to get patched up.
Second or third, but yeah.
Let's just be happy that they didn't skewer us.
Skewering is bad.
But that might come later with our luck.
Yeah.
Who knows? You might have to fight a boarding action.
So, they suddenly realize, oh, is Dr. Hagarth on? It's his name, isn't it? The Dr. Hagarth, the Tellarite doctor.
Yep, he is. He should be with you at this point.
Oh, joy! We get to go trade insults with the Tellarite. Whoops.
Always a good time.
That better not have been your Voyager that I just heard fall.
Yes. How did you know it was the Voyager? It fell out of its stand.
Okay.
So, hopefully, everyone out there enjoyed themselves as well, and we do hope that you will join us again next time among the Embers.